What's up, guys? How you doing? Hopefully you can hear me all right. Let me know if you cannot. My name is Patrick. I go by Patrick4D on social media. I'm the digital chef. I've been doing a bunch of food renders for packaging and other things like that for a while. And we got another one. I try to do these streams at least once a month, and they're really fun. And Harsh, I see your message. Hopefully you didn't die yet from starvation, so we can start. But this one's going to be an interesting one. December of this year has been very awesome. And by what I mean by that is that we've come out with a few collaborations with Maxon and ZBrush. And yeah, this is going to be fun. We got the release of Pro Projects on December 4th, which is transferred from ZBrush stationery to ZBrush on the iPad, which we're actually going to take a look at. And then also, we're going to potentially hop into Cinema 4D if we have some time. But I wanted to just show you the new additions that I'm really excited for, because ZBrush is like my favorite program ever. And yeah, it's great to be incorporated into this beautiful program. So much love to Maxon, much love to ZBrush, the guys over there. And let's kind of show you what I mean by this. So if I were to go to the tablet here, you can see this is our starting screen. Also, happy holidays to people. And you'll notice if you have ZBrush 2025, this is the loading screen. But you'll see we have this new Pro Projects tab here. So that should be available to everybody. And if we go into here, they're gonna be rolling out more content with this. But so far, my project here is the only one. So if you double click that, we have this winter cookies festive plate here. So it's a very nice Christmas vibe, and I think the idea was really to get different artists with different specialties a chance at providing you guys some assets and just show you how we structure our scenes that then turn over to different programs like Cinema 4D, Redshift, all that stuff. So you can see full reins to navigate around here. You can see how the subtools are oriented. And I think the coolest part about this endeavor is the fact that we have our own brush now. So when you hit B, you look at your brushes here. Right here, we got the IMM Winter Cookies. And so it's like I feel like it's like my staple in the ZBrush ecosystem now. What's up, Sparky? What's up, Joe? What's good? How you doing? This song is very interesting. I'm gonna switch this up. A little bit chiller. There we go. But yes, this is essentially what we're looking at now. And if you were to click on this brushes menu and you click on the Winter Cookies brush, you have all these different cookies. I believe 10, is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different assets you can use. Handcrafted by me that you can use as brushes or elements, assets, whatever you want to call it. So if I were to drag these out, it's going to be dragging them out, different types of brushes here, or different types of cookies. Let me make sure the depth is looking all right. There we go. So if I were to drag in like, let's say just a plane here. Let's pretend this is a plate or some sort of foundation. And now we can just drag different cookies onto this. Looks like they're being cut through a little bit there. Let's go. Maybe drag the depth up. So we got sugar cookies. We got the Christmas tree with some sprinkled sugar on there. We got chocolate chip, which you can vary it a little bit. The cookie swirl, of course, with the jam inside. Also, these are all polygrouped appropriately so that you can change textures if you wanted to later on in a different program. And then, of course, you got to have the gingerbread, the chocolate chip for different variations of assets. You're making like a chocolate chip cookie if you want chocolate chips floating everywhere. Got the cookie candy cane, again polygrouped appropriately. We got the cookie thumbprint, boom. a star cookie, and one with striped icing. So a decent amount of assets just kind of baked in here if you were going to make an asset of like a cookies on a plate or something for the background, if you have a kitchen scene, or if you just want to be festive, or if you just want to get into food sculpting and texturing, you want just some sort of a backup asset. It all works. And the cool thing about these is if I wanted to swap out any of these assets, let's just say this doesn't even have anything to do with this project, but you have, you know, an element out here. If you wanted to swap it out with one of these cookies, as long as you're in the gizmo mode, you can flush through these just like this. So you can be like, okay, cool, looks great. Another thing to note is that these are grayscale, these are colored. You actually have the ability to populate these with polypaint. And the reason these are black and white is because this marker right here, the material channel was off. So now if I were to drag, and by the way, making sure we have this paintbrush selected, that's our poly paint. Now anytime we drag these, they should be fully poly painted with everything. So it's really easy to make a nice like winter scene, whatever you want. Appreciate that, Ashley. What's going on? Is that Ash? Is that who that is? Oh, you came for the cookies and milk? Oh, no milk. No. Chill. We got the milk right here. Let me just go real quick. Cylinder. Move this over here. Let me take off perspective. Perspective always messes me up. I'm gonna group by normals. Boom. Do a nice tall glass of milk. I'm gonna delete hidden. Maybe Z modeler this out. You could do Q match all polygons. Boom. Actually, wait, let's go. Add a couple edge loops. Get a glass. And because these are separated into two colors, or polygroups rather, we can just duplicate the cup, just like this. Maybe, oops. Control Shift S to shrink the mesh, so the milk will come up, let's say right there. Delete lower. You can flip. Close holes. Oops. Sorry, delete hidden. And close holes. So now we got our milk. Cup of milk there. Oh, what's good, Ash? I'm here, L, not leaving. Okay, bet. Dude, you scared me. I think I'm all caught up. Okay. So that is so far a basic look at the Pro Projects tab. You got the nice little banner here, the Pagic 4D banner. And you can take this into Cinema 4D. You can take this on the iPad. And especially with this new version of ZBrush, there's a Go Z to iPad feature. And of course, Go Z to Cinema 4D. And I did want to show you some iPad stuff. So I have my iPad. And then we'll show you kind of what's in store on that front. So this is going to be a little bit of a different stream. But that's why it's special, you know. We got the winter holidays coming up, and we're gonna make this thing special. I'm gonna push this tablet away. Shout out Sense Labs and Zoot. Everybody's always asking about the arm and the mount. This is Zoot. XOOT. So I'm gonna push this to the side. I got the trusty iPad, so. Open this up. I have a custom setup here, a profile for the iPad. Let me open this. You can see we got, it's gonna take a second to catch up to the signal. We're gonna open up ZBrush. And you see a boy. Got the, so this is typically now what you're gonna see on the homepage of ZBrush for the iPad. And it actually takes you exactly where that last Pro Projects feature was. So you click on this, you can see the first creation that's up here is now the Pro Projects. and winter cookie scene. We're gonna click that. Same exact scene that you had before. Only the difference now, they just updated this, is when you go into your brushes tab, you scroll all the way down for the cookies, the icon looks a little bit different. I think they're updating that in the other, in ZBrush stationery, but right here, if you see the winter cookies brush, I'm in winter cookies. This one's a little bit more festive in nature, but same thing. You start dragging cookies, let's go sugar cookie, boom. Chocolate chip. Candy cane. Same thing. And honestly, my favorite part of, or one of the favorite parts, let me open up Cinema 4D on my desktop real quick, just so it opens. You can't see right now, but it is opening. I guess in the meantime, I can show you. If you hit this button right here, export, the newest addition is being able to not only open the scene or any scene that you're working on ZBrush for iPad on the desktop ZBrush, but also when Cinema 4D opens up here in the background, another icon is going to pop up of the Go Z to Cinema 4D from your iPad. I know that's like a huge update that we're working on. And for some reason, my Cinema is not opening. Let's see what's going on here. Initializing application. Okay. Ah, there we go. So now this should be open. You see it up here. And if I were to click this over here, let's go desktop. T3, boom. I'm gonna go to my, can I go to my middle screen? Let's go screen left, screen right, screen center. There we go. You'll get an update here. You've received file winter cookies Go zip from iPad. We're gonna hit open. Oh wait, let's see. Was I supposed to hit merge? Let's try that one more time. Let's do merge. Invalid file operation in file. Ooh, that might be a... Let's see. I was not running into that last time, but let's see if we were to open up another project. So we go in here. Let's just make a few random sculpts. Also, I got this Fire mini keyboard that opens up. Highly recommend. I just copped it on Amazon. It's like 25 bucks. But it allows you to use the same exact hotkeys every single time. So B, C, B, if I do like clay buildup brush, boom, all the same. Shift F for the wireframe. Boom, very fire. Now if I were to go and create like a couple insert mesh brushes, let's start with the cookies. Boom. And go Z. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like, yeah, I don't know if that's on my issue. I know I installed a few plugins on Cinema very recently, so I don't know, maybe that's the thing. Or maybe if I'll try one more thing. If this doesn't work, we'll call it quits and go back to ZBrush. But it is accepting, it is giving me updates every time this I try to transfer. Okay. Well, ideally, in a perfect sense, that's supposed to open up, but they have been updating that. The next thing, and one of the most exciting things I want to show you, is the same project here that I've been showing you. Actually is openable in Cinema and in the asset browser. So if I were to go to the asset browser, if you have the most updated version of Cinema 4D, you rotate this microphone, and you go to, where is it? Example scenes. and you go disciplines, product visualization, scenes, holiday cookies, Patrick 40 with the Redshift logo here. So if you were to double click that, it opens the same scene that you saw on ZBrush in Redshift. So I'm going to make sure we're in Redshift. Yes, we are. Should be good. And then all you have to do is open up a Redshift render view tab. Let's just drag this here. And let's hit render. Oh, microphone change. Oh, wait. Hello, hello. Wait, is the microphone messed up? Sorry, I just saw that. Oh, when I switched the iPad. Okay. Let me fix that right now. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Let's go over here. I'm just going to copy and paste this microphone. That's my bad if it was horrible quality. Oof. Yeah, that must have been painful. All right, is that better? Yeah, that should be great. All right. Screen center. So this is pretty much fully Redshift, the same scene. And the cool thing is all these assets are available in the asset browser. So if you want to make your own scene and you go back to a basic scene and you go to the asset browser, not only is the holiday cookies scene in here, but if you go to models, where is it? Food, you'll see all of these are available to just drag and drop into Redshift with the scene files and nodes. So if I were to drag one of these cookie thumbprint out, or just double click it, it'll open it. You'll see a tag right here on the top right, cookie thumbprint created by Patrick 4D, and then it actually will take you to my website or something like that. So very dope about crediting. Here it is. They're actually 2 real world scale, so I had to build them based on everybody else's scenes in mind. So this is what we're looking like. Of course, we don't have any lighting or anything on this, so it just looks blank. But if we were to go and double click on some of the textures, you'll see how all these things are structured. So I had a great time building these. Again, to real world scale. And something to note is the scene file that I showed you like 5 minutes ago right here is technically not to real world scale. So just be note of that. A lot of times when I'm making my dishes for like commercial ready things, it doesn't matter if they're real world scale. And oftentimes I feel like when you make things a little bit larger than life, you can get finer details in some of the cracks and crevices, and it looks a lot better for things like packaging. So that's the only reason I provided a scene like that, to give some sort of a template like that. But everything else, the textures are kind of scale based. So these assets and textures kind of are a little bit different than the ones that are in the asset browser. But again, yeah, very easy to drag and drop. I'm going to go to is that still open? Asset browser. Yes. Very easy to just boom. You can see highlights right there. And you can just place them wherever you want. Boom. Here's another one. There's a cookie. Just as easy as using like an IMM brush. So I thought it was really cool that you could just take these elements and kind of finesse them on the fly. If I were to, let's just put an HDRI in here somewhere. Is this even in, yes, Redshift. There we go. So I'm going to go delete this camera, zoom in, create a dome light, drag an HDRI from the asset browser. Let's do a light setup CB. What's that look like? And you can see already this stuff looks, and let me make sure caustics is on, because I know that can help with some of the refractive materials. And then we just take this dome light, ramp it up a bit, maybe rotate. And you can see with like 2 clicks, this stuff looks a lot better. The details there. And again, you can mess with these. The important thing is these are all procedurally textured, so you can hop in there after the fact and really mess with them to your heart's desire. But with that being said, how much time do we have? I think we started like, it's been like 30 minutes, 30, 35 minutes. We can do a little bit of regular ZBrush sculpting, but I did want to show you guys this side of things. So I'm going to bring my setup back here. I'm going to close the mini keyboard here, my new best friend. And then, yeah, apologies on the microphone stuff. I didn't realize apparently I had a different microphone setup. Hopefully you could hear everything I was explaining. So I'm going to close this, bring this back, go to tablet. Got the cold brew, of course. What's up, Noodles? How we doing? But that is the introduction to pro projects, essentially. That's the I was very excited about that. We even made like a promo reel for it, and it's just great to have a kind of a footprint into the ZBrush ecosystem. So I'm very psyched about that. We could do like a cookie, I'm trying to think. We could do like some sort of Christmas related cookie thing. What's up, Leonard? How you doing? I'll be off here in like a bit if you're gonna be on Discord. Speaking of which, every day I typically try to make a daily on my Discord. That's in the description, discord.gg/p4d. I'm actually in there now. I've just like deafened myself, so I'm not distracting to people making stuff and doing things. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. I guess I can take a couple cookie assets and see how you can build on top of it, and then we'll just call it a day. Santa cookie. I like it. So I'm gonna start a new Dynamesh sphere project. And then again, with the gizmo selected, we can go to our IMM brush and pick one that we like. Let's do, I guess the sugar cookie is a good preset. Oop. It is in Dynamesh mode, so I have to bring that up, scale it up. Actually, we'll do P or D. Ooh, that's too thick. Maybe we do like a cookie sandwich. You go boom. Let's go. If you click these two lines, you can actually group these. And anything that's highlighted, which is everything now, you can't. Actually, before this is, let's remesh this icing. ZBrush. We are now going to, with this selected, it's going to ask if we want to group these into a new folder. It's up here, and we can just duplicate the folder, transpose set. Do like that. That would already eat this. And then we can just go cylinder, of course. Oop. Not a cylinder. And then we got a little H polish action going on here. Then you know what? Let's take some chocolate chips because we got them. Take the depth down. Actually, let's go. If you do it on a side angle, you can kind of like actually, if you want to be really fancy, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go boom, separate the polygroup. We're gonna distribute them on this polygroup. So with one chocolate chip created, let's go BCM. Gonna remesh once to clear some of these polygons. That's fine. Then we're gonna do insert nanomesh polygroup all. Just like that. Then we can go to nanomesh, random distribution, edit mesh. Take this to 3 real quick so we can look at this. Anything that happens to this left side happens to the right side. So we're gonna go boom. Bring that insert mesh out again. This should work. Yeah, there we go. Then we just make this bigger. Just like this. We can randomize the size a little bit, make them a little bit smaller. Something like that. So nanomesh is always your friend. And yeah, so once you have something you like, you can go to inventory 1 to mesh. It is all one mesh now. Separate these, so split hidden. Maybe polish these one time. There we go. Let me get this a little bit more puffed out. Yeah, it's like those mini chips. But yeah. Now I want Santa cookies for breakfast. What's a Santa cookie? Appreciate that, Noodles. Is there any way to transfer all your brushes for... I actually have not done that yet. I have to get back to you on that. I'm sure there is. They're trying to do a really good job of making this like a one-to-one, and have all the features for, you know, that are on ZBrush regular, on ZBrush iPad. And I'm like really impressed with how crazy the how they've been able to fit so much into a small interface, small UI. So far it's looking great. And even the customizability, I didn't go through that, but I made like a few custom menus on the iPad that are wild and very easy to work with. It's actually made off the same custom menu that I have here. So when I hit V, all the stuff that pops up that I use every day. So that's always a good thing, being able to customize stuff. But that's kind of the main thing I wanted to show in this live stream. That's like the stuff that I was very proud of, doing the collaboration here with ZBrush and Maxon, and kind of an unorthodox stream, but we got through it. And I'll be back here probably less than a month doing something New Year's related or something. So if I don't see you guys before then, Happy New Year's and happy sculpting. Hope you guys can take the iPad if you have one and use some of those assets to make different cookie dishes of your own, or take it all the way to Cinema and Redshift and mess with those scene files. And so again, if you make your own cookies or anything like that, all the textures that are included now with Cinema, when you drag in those assets, are procedural, so you can use those for whatever you want as like a starting point. So hope that helps, guys.